All right, come on in because I am excited. We have the new Ensley Rain collection right here. They just sent this to me in PR, and so thank you so much. This is given to me with no obligation to post, and the reveal of the palette actually just went out as I've been filming this. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you're oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley and I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash in our makeup, but please just call me Ash or Ashley, and eyeshadow is my jam. It's literally like one of my most favorite things to talk about here on my channel. Now, I changed my hair. Y'all like it? I decided, I was like, you know what? I've been seeing the ginger trend and everything like that. And I was like, I just need to try this for myself. I've been seeing this forever. And I was like, I've been thinking about it since around January, February. I was like, okay, in the fall or the next time I get my hair colored, I want to try ginger. So here I am. I'm loving it. And I was a little bit worried. I was like, I don't know how my cool tone shadows are going to look with the ginger, but they're working. I'm liking it. So yes, but we are not here for that. So as you know, I've been loving Ensley Rain and been really excited to show their products here on my channel. So this was given to me with no obligation to post. It came in this beautiful box right here. Apparently I got a little bit of makeup on the back. And then it also has like some of the ingredient details on the back as well. So we do have a couple parts of this collection. It's a nice little curated collection. I don't have all the prices yet. Like she literally just showed the palette on Instagram as I've been sitting here filming this. So yeah. But this is what the packaging looks like. And I had to work hard because if you guys know me, I can't open stuff. So I had to work hard to keep these little boxes intact for y'all. I am, it's like, the unicartons, boxes. Well, the unicartons sometimes are not that bad, but it's stuff like this. Like I could never sneak into a package and just pretend like I hadn't opened it. Cause you gonna know I've been in it. Like it's no secret. So the palette does retail for $71. That is listed on the Instagram account. The palettes and the whole collection actually is going to launch on the day after Thanksgiving. So that's going to be the 29th. So Black Friday. Yes. So she's also saying stay tuned. I'm sorry, the palette's retailing for $75, excuse me. And you can also get like the updated gift box. It says you can get the whole collection together. I do not have all the pricing on that at the moment, and I do not have a time at the moment. Now this palette or this collection is actually inspired by two best friends, which is the owner of Ensley Rain Cosmetics and her best friend MJ, and they have a favorite song called Naive Melody by Talking Heads, and that is the song that they share a connection with, and it just makes them always think of each other. And it's a line in the song that is called You Got Light in Your Eyes. So that is the name of the palette. So all the names and everything like that are kind of just centered around the palette, as you see. And so she is saying that this collection is filled with love, gratitude, and nostalgia, and I hope it resonates with you all the way. This song has shaped my life. So the palette is 21 shades. So we got 10 very sparkly shimmers. Let me open it up for you guys because it is absolutely gorgeous. Here it is. So the light of your eyes. And what I would like to also mention before I go too far is that this is actual artwork that was designed by, and the designer is Emma Design, and she's a digital artist, okay? So, there had been some issues with Ensley Rain, or I didn't personally have an issue with it, but a lot of people were just, concerned about the brand using AI technology for their other artwork of their palettes. I mean, I get it. I understand why. But it was beautiful. But this is equally as beautiful. So this is actually curated for them, for our actual artists. They did say that they were going to start switching over and looking for artists. So she does have like her Instagram linked and everything, and it's Emma Design, and she's French. And so she does a lot of different portraits and things like that. So it kind of looks like AI inspired. So I feel like it definitely keeps the vibe of the brand, but it's actual artwork. So that is great. So I think kind of satisfying everybody in that particular round. So once you open it up, this is what you get, because Forgot what palette. Was it the Polar Express? I was so excited, and I'm over here showing that palette, and child, one of my good subscribers, she was like, honey, you didn't show us that inside of that palette until you started doing the eyeshadow look. And I said, you are so right. But I will not make that mistake here. So here you go. This is the gorgeous, gorgeous palette. And like I said, you have some beautiful, beautiful shimmers. Of course, we got that standard Ensley Rain formula. We got the holochromes. We got our multi-chromes. We have beautiful shimmer shadows. We have beautiful, beautiful buttery soft mattes that are working well with each other. They're layering. The mattes are doing what they're supposed to do, and the shimmers are definitely doing what they're supposed to do as well. And like I said, I just talk about the palette more, of course, on the other side, but I just see so many different color stories, and I just love that it's like a neutral, it's spicy, it's cool toned, it's warm, you know, it's neutral in basis. And I just feel like this is a palette for the price point that you're just going to be able to get a lot of wear out of. Now, we also have one blush that came with the palette or with the collection, and here it is, and I'm wearing it now, and I will demo this for you, so don't worry. And here is the blush right here. It is just like a nice, beautiful peachy kind of terracotta shade that I think will work for a variety of skin complexions. But if you're a little bit deeper, darker, it might be kind of, you know, maybe a little hit or miss. And then we also have the highlighter. Now, everything as far as these particular products are just the namesake of the collection, like in your eyes. And we have this beautiful multi-chrome highlighter right here. And I have it on, as you can see, and I will demo this for you too. And followed by a nice lip gloss that I'm wearing as well. And it's very smooth, and once again, it's called Light in Your Eyes. And I will demo this for you as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the looks, and of course, I'm going to give my thoughts along the way and wrap up with final thoughts at the end. So let's get started. All right, y'all. Eyebrows are filled in using my Goof Proof Pencil shade 3.75, but I did add in the Precisely My Brow Wax right here by Benefit Cosmetics, and this is in shade 2.75, okay, because it's brown, just to kind of contrast and soften the brows with my hair color, which now that I got my hair curls and I'm like, oh, I'm really loving it. I'm giving fall in realness, okay? So this is what 2.75 looks like, and I just brushed it in lightly after filling in my brows. Same thing. So, because it was like, I felt like it was a little dark, so I just needed something to just kind of mix it in. That was a little bit more long wearing. Otherwise, one time I took my Forget Me Not palette right here by this is by Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and you know this is a multi-purpose palette, and I popped in, I want to say, a little bit of Anticipation to kind of soften it up just a little bit there. So this is on the eyes already. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Look, we're almost done with it, okay? And if you want a primer that's similar in color, texture, consistency, longevity, I definitely recommend the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Contemplative States. But we using this up, and she's almost done. Like, it was a lot left in this package that was just floating around in the drawers that clearly I had put away, forgot about, and everything like that. So the product is discontinued, but I was like, for filming, we can make use of it, okay? Now, I'm like a kid in a freaking candy store. I do not know where to go in with this. This is such grungy realness. I can't even take it. I don't know where to go. I think we're gonna work on this side right now, because I know we gotta use this, and I know I could swatch these shades, but part of the fun for me, honestly, is just, you know, put it on my eyes and see what it looks like prior to me swatching it, you know. And I did buy some stencils, because, you know, swatching is really just not my thing, okay? It's not that I don't want to swatch for you guys. My swatches are just not that great. I used to do it all the time, and I just stopped. And I don't think anybody really noticed too much, and that was okay. So let's see, I'm just kind of like spot cleaning my brush, making sure there's nothing on there. I'm gonna go in with my Blend Bunny B5 brush. Don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go in with Naive Melody. That's our nice mustardy shade, and I think I'm gonna focus that like in here. Did I stick my nail in it? Just a taste. I did. It's okay though. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna pop that in here. Look, okay, when mustards show up like this, I'm a happy freaking camper, okay? Because on this goldeny brown red complexion I have, the mustards, they be lost in the freaking sauce. Oh my gosh, I was just gonna keep it here because I felt like it'd be more visible, but I drug it back to over here a little bit. Oh my gosh, yes honey, yes. Okay, I'm here for it. And it felt very smooth. It was just like, it wasn't too powdery. As you can see, I stuck my nail in it just a tiny bit where it's dug up right there, but you know, just a tiny bit of kick up, but nothing crazy. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, because there was another mustard. It was like a goldeny, orangey mustard that I really liked. That was in the Fuji Lakes palette by Nomad Cosmetics. And I thought that that was really nice as well. Okay, let's continue to grunge it up. We're going to go here with the feet on the ground. Yes, some of y'all need a reality check and put your feet on the dang on ground. Okay, but we're just gonna blend that in. I'm just kind of going up this way, and I know I laid that mustard down, but like I said, I wasn't supposed to take the mustard all the way out there, but we're good with this. And this is blending out very nicely. The mattes are feeling even better by Ensley so far, so I'm excited about that. I'm just looking at my eyebrows. I'm like, whew, okay, they look good, but I'm like, whoo, I need them done, honey. So, of course, I use that concealer to, like, you know, carve them out, kind of cover up the hairs. But we need these little hairs out the way. All right, so I'm liking how that looks. Now I'm gonna go in with Girlfriend is Better. And I'm just gonna take it right in here, and I'm still gonna kind of go up. Yes, differentiation of color, wonderful. I'm still using that B5 brush, and I'm just angling it up, like literally towards the brow. And sometimes I like to do that. It gives a different shape to my eye, and it can really open up your eye versus kind of dragging it across. Sometimes, you know, it can close it off. All right, so, and I'm just going to kind of fuse those two greens together so you're not seeing any harsh line, because the only other thing is sometimes when you do it like this, it can depress your eye from that way. So I'm just making sure that is a good little fuse. I feel like it is. I'm gonna go back in just a little bit with the feet on the ground, the first shade, because yeah, I felt like I saw a little of the mustard peeking through in there. And let's see, I was gonna go in with Once in a Lifetime, the purple, but I'm gonna try Grounded. Let's try Grounded. It's really beautiful. It's beautiful. You're definitely gonna get the depth, dimension, and smoke with this palette. I can tell already. Oh, that's a nice brown. I'm just like patting it in right there in that inner corner and letting it meet, and just kind of like smoking out the inner corner. All right, giving my B5 a rest, going in with my good old friend right here. I guess it's kind of appropriate for this palette, you know, letting your eyes, sharing spaces, besties, soul sisters. Yeah, some of the names, yeah. Glimmer in Time, that's me and my glitter glue. It's a new one, fresh out the package, baby. Let's see, what are we gonna do for our shimmers? Okay, I really feel like I want to use Home because that's really pretty. And I feel like I want to use Radiant Soul, but Glimmer in Time is really pretty too. Oh, it's so many options. Ensley always gives you lots of options. So I feel like it's really hard to kind of get bored with their palettes because you got a lot to go with, which is nice because I don't know how much this palette costs, but usually they're not on the cheaper side. So it's nice that you get quality, you get options. And I feel like you don't have to come up with the same look over and over again, only if you're just kind of like drawn to certain shades. I know sometimes when I dip into my Ensley palettes, I'm like gravitated to certain shades. And I'm just popping this glitter glue in right in here, just making sure it's smooth. I'm going to extend it back just a little bit so you have a smooth transition. Putting some in the inner corner as well, okay? So I can hold on to our shades. I'm gonna go in with my finger, which is interesting because I have on my press-on nails. One of the somebody watched my video. What was I think it was my lock video about, yeah, my 4-year lock anniversary. And she was like, "Oh, I live in the same area as you. Like, I live in the south suburbs. Who's your nail tech? I need a new one." And I'm like, "Girl, these some press-ons from Shein. But thank you. I need a new nail tech too. I'm mad at the nail shop. That's why I got on press-on nails. I am mad. Look, it's gotten so bad. I got the little Apres system off of Amazon. I'm halfway following Makeup Shayla's routine, but I'm just using press-ons, like putting on like the Gel X system because, honey, they have pissed me off. This is gorgeous. Look at it. Oh, and it has just the right sparkle to it. So this is what it looks like. Now, what I have noticed about Ensley's shadows, right? If you get it in fine, if you press it, it's fine. But you don't want to tap too much. Now, once I usually, okay, what I'm trying to say is what I noticed about it is like, if you press too much, you'll tap out some of the glimmer in the shadow. So I like to get it on as a base, and then I like to go in with a light layer. You see how I'm finally tapping now that I got like most of my pigment of the shade down. And now we get the true like reflectiveness. So don't over tap out the shadow, or if not, just go in with a light layer once you get majority of your pigment down and do it that way, okay? So now you see we have more reflectivity with our shade, okay? Oh man, okay. Dang, Radiant Soul is calling my name, so is Glimmer in Time. Let's hit up Glimmer in Time. This is just like such a perfect like winter, fall situation. Look at this, very holiday. Child, me and these nails. Yes, look at it. Oh my gosh, yes. Praise God. Okay, I shouldn't say praise God, but you know. I'm gonna take my flat definer brush. All right, I'm holding that cough. Woo, throat got a little dry there. Y'all, let me tell you something. So, y'all know I live in Chicago. So the global warming has been in full effect, right? So, I mean, it hasn't been that cold. I barely have my heat on. Like, I'll literally turn it on. Guess if it drops down to 66 in my house, I'm like, okay, let's bring it up to 68. And then I'll cut it off, right? I do have my little space heater running in my room right now because my room tends to be a little colder than the rest of the house. But, so yesterday I went outside to help my father move something, or just because he was assisting me getting some furniture out of my house that we were giving away right here with Radiant Soul. And child, it had kind of dipped down. It was like 50-something degrees. Now it's like in the 40s, low 30s. It's windy. I see a little precipitation. I'm like, oh wow, oh, this is pretty. Yes. Oh, and it's picking up so nicely with that mustard shade. It's giving that warmth and that cool tone. I'm here for it. Child, so I was like, oh, those snow flurries? I'm like, okay. So today, Like, I got to leave the house. I got pretty far to go. I need to go to the south suburbs. Like, I actually live in a city by the lake. And I had to go like all the way to Tinley Park. Child, it was a whole blizzard outside. Literally, I was just like, this is what our first snow is going to be like. Terrible. I mean, when I say I had inches of snow on my car, inches. And out in the south suburbs, it was actually better. Like, we had all the snow in the city. I was just like, this makes no sense. This is so pretty. You talking about, honey, I had to pull out my boots. Like, I didn't put on my snow boots, but I put on these rubber boots. I put on my good merino wool socks because you know those like rubberized boots, they will, honey, you'll be cute, but your feet will be frozen. Frozen. Talking about frostbite. And it was kind of cold outside. And I mean, the snow was wet. I was like, okay, I got to go upstairs, get my jacket. You know, it's like, this is crazy town. Let's see. Okay, now I want to go. All right, I had to get my thoughts together real quick. So, yes, I had to go upstairs, get the real winter coat. Because I just been wearing like hoodies with a vest. And I've been okay. Just like when I need to pop out and go to the doctor's office or whatever I need to do, like literally have been fine. And so that was sharing space. I'm gonna pop that. Yes, wonderful. Same B5. I've just cleaned it off really well. And somehow Ensley's little shades that what you would think would look ashy actually look nice. It's like, I'm here for it. So I had to open up my bench. I'm like, okay, where are my gloves? I had to think about what I was going to wear. I can't deal. When it's the first, I need a gradual progression. Like, oh, a dusting. I can't go from, oh, we 50 and I got on ankle socks and my my ankles are fine. And now you want to pull out, have a blizzard with wet snow, and I got to turn on my defrosters. I mean, oh, it was just a lot. Like, I literally had to do like one of these numbers before I could open up the car door because it was just that much snow. Love how this bone taupey shade looks. Yes. And so, you know, I colored my hair. So this is, I guess, just got my hair colored on Monday. So I was just like trying to figure out like what I'm gonna look like with my little cool tone shadows, because you know I need them in my life. Now I'm gonna go in with Beloved right here. So yeah, it was just a thing, child. Now I get out in the street, ain't nothing plowed. I'm like, this doggone mare we got, oh, just get on my nerves. So yeah, it was just an ordeal. I totally forgot the point of that story, but yes, just let me know, like, how does the first, if you live like in the Midwest or maybe in the Northeast or on the East Coast, somewhere where you have like all 4 seasons because it snows, and yeah, just let me know. How do you, it takes me, I have to collect my thoughts. I am not well the first time it happens. Just like, you can say, well, do you know where you live? Yes, I do know where I live, but I just have an attitude about it when it happens. Yes. So that is pretty. You know how I feel about my gray shadows, honey, in love. Now, my little combo that has been eating down, we're going to take Soul Sisters, the grays with the browns. Don't sleep on it, honey. Don't sleep. Same brush. Yes. But one thing I can say is like the last couple of years, like especially, we really had a fall, because you know, I would see these little fall outfits and they would have these capes and stuff like that. And I'm like, where do people wear this? Because you can't wear this in Chicago. We would literally go to summer and be like, and now it's 30. You're like, I can't wear no cape. It just went from 65, really 70 to 30. You know, it's not a gradual. You would just see all these little fall outfits. I'm like, You're like a winter the prequel. You know what I mean? Like, especially since like Thanksgiving is next week. So, and then it's gonna, wait a minute. So it snowed today. It's in the 30s. It's somehow, it feel like 13 degrees. Today's Thursday. Oh, on Saturday, it's supposed to be 50 degrees. And then the snow was like melting today, which I mean, it's a good thing. It's just like by the time I got home, I'm like, okay, it's starting to melt. Look at that. Because I gotta know. I have to know how Lucid shine. Because you see it's like that half and half shade. Yes. I appreciate that the Ensley palettes usually have like the little divots, you know, if you wanted to take the shadows out. Because I don't know if I told y'all about my story when I tried to take a magnet and remove the shades. That it was magnetized like the other shades. But yeah, the palette didn't have divots. And it was like one of my favorite shades in my Adept palette. Loud and Sumerian Sunset. And yeah. My magnet was a little too strong. So I about basically broke up the shade. I had to repress it and salvage what I could salvage. It literally looked like I hit pan on there. I mean, I haven't, but you know. All right, we got that glitter glue down. Let's see what this looks like. Am I mixing it together? Yeah, I did. Ooh, it's pretty. It's a little flaky. You can see it. Let's get a little swatch. Oh my, yes. And I love doing like these more ethereal shades on the whole entire lid because, yeah, it gives a really pretty vibe. Ooh. Look at the cool tone with the warm. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Oh my gosh. What? I don't even know with the camera. Okay, let me not too high. Now it's going too high because of my nails. Okay. Let me regroup. Let me regroup. All right, now going in with my flat definer brush. I'm just gonna, you know, tune that up. Kind of went up there. It's not bad. This is just such a simple and beautiful look. Oh my gosh. Do, 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 do. I'm going to pull this all the way into the corner. So I'm just going to feather it out. All right. This is what we're looking like so far. I'll be back. All right, I'm back and look at these two beautiful looks. Oh my goodness. So they do have a blush and highlighter, a part of this collection, as I mentioned before. And so we're gonna go ahead and pop in with the blush to finish up the face. And then we have the highlighter and the lip gloss. So here is the blush, and it's a nice, like, kind of rosy terracotta shade. I'm just gonna tap it off. I do have a Sonia G cheek brush. And I got my bronzer on. Oh, okay, that works out very nice. So even if you're a little bit deeper than me, I think you still will see this. Now, if you're kind of like deep dark, it might have a little trouble showing up. But if you're a little bit deeper, I feel like you can still work this. This is pretty. Now look at this beautiful highlighter. So, oh my gosh, I know it's definitely white on white. Let's see if we can catch it right there. It has some shifts to it. It's really pretty, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my same little highlighter brush that I always use. And it's kind of like a swirl. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit. And put it on the cheeks. Look at that. That is so pretty. You have like pink, you got purple, golden. Look, a video where you didn't have to see me use my same favorite highlighter. Now I'm going to take my finger because you do kind of get like a different effect. Just so you can see, it's more intensified. There you go. So I think like with the finger, you can get a more blended out, kind of more intense look. Ooh, this is a good one. This kind of reminds me, like I wouldn't wear this all the time, but you know, going out or fun looks, I would definitely pull this out. It kind of reminds me of my whole, the Kaleidos highlighter. What is it? Prophecy, the Space Age Prophecy. Kind of reminds me of that type of vibe. Not quite the same, but like it's one of those special highlighter moments. Okay. Okay, now we got the gloss. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this Juvia's Place lip liner, and this is Coffee Bean. And I'm gonna lightly line my lips. I do have like a little Sigma lip balm or a lip mask on. Well, lip balm actually. Now that the lips are lined, I'm gonna go ahead and take the gloss, and this is called Light in Your Eyes. So it's the namesake of the collection, and it's a beautiful mauve tone gloss. So this is something that's going to look good on so many different complexions. And so far it feels good. It feels moisturizing, doesn't feel too sticky, and I like that it's opaque. All right, honey, we are here. We have arrived. Look, you see the looks. I'm like, let me zhuzh my hair up. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like this. What is that shade name? That's the Lucid Shine. Yes. That is a perfect, just neutral, vibrant, one and done shade. Goldeny, the right type of gold, especially if you have a warm complexion that reflects that pink. Also, yes, and paired with the neutrally gray shadows, you get that cool tone with the warm tone. This is definitely a good one and done. Like, just throw it on. You can do it with the browns. You can do it with the grays. It works. I'm sure you can put it with the purple or with the green. That would look really pretty too. If you just want like a simple look. So smooth, so beautiful. This one, we got Grungy Glam over here. I love, first of all, my mustard shade. It came through. It is shining. I can still actually see it. You can see it underneath here. Ah, that's so pretty. The greens layer well underneath it. Like you can actually tell there's two different greens. So we went in first with, after that we went on Feet in the Ground, and then Girlfriend is Better right there. And it was a crease. We got the shade Home, a beautiful, beautiful like taupey, deep taupey shade. And then Glimmer in Time. Oh my gosh, this is like the perfect like holiday shade. This one right here. And then paired it with Radiant Soul. Radiant Soul, I can tell, is also one of those beautiful shades that you can just pop on the lid and be done. It's so effortless. And you would just think like, spend all this time on the look. So yes, like these are gorgeous. So for the face details, I went in with one of my new faves, the Huda Beauty Easy Blur foundation in the shade Peanut Butter. Look at me with a full size once the Sephora sale started. Took the Yummy Skin Concealer in the shade 11, and I did go in with just like a dot of my Caramel for the NARS just to like lighten it up in the inner corner. My Baby Pink Powder by Pat McGrath Labs, and for the bronzer, I have a little something different too, because I was in Ulta picking up my, you know, my NYX Glitter Glue re-up and that brow product. And I picked up one of the e.l.f. Camo bronzer and contour. So I got the shade, this is Deep Intense. And I think it is really beautiful. You can see it around the perimeters. It is really nice. It's very warm, blends in with my hairline, but provides that depth. I did go ahead and put a tiny bit of my Sephora contour stick because this is definitely a cooler tone shade, just so I can get a little depth and dimension in this particular area. And then for the blush and highlighter, you already saw that as far as the lip gloss. And I went in here with my Camo liner. This is from the Glam Shop Poland, but you could just, oh, where's the bottom of this? Shut the front freaking door. Well, I went in with this, and it's just a Hunter Green liner. And for the other eye, I actually just went in with my Extreme, there it is. I'm like, I can't find anything. My Extreme Black Liner from Pat McGrath, okay? And I went in with my favorite brown lashes. I love these because they're just so fluttery and beautiful, and they're dramatic and soft at the same time. And these are by Z Gain. So like I said, these are brown, and I got these off of Amazon. So that is the look. And okay, stuff is falling. All right, but that is the look. Oh my gosh. Do we love? Yes, I think so. All right, we're gonna go back Well, I'll be back rather for a third and final look. All right, so I'm re-primed and ready to go. I got my reference number 16. I figure we give the B5 a break. Like number 16 is like, hey girl, you remember me? So I'm gonna go with Passing of Time. And I am gonna go ahead. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the transition. Oh, it's showing up nicely. This is beautiful. I'm just gonna buff this back and forth. And I love how dusty this is. I'm gonna kind of drag it in to the inner corner. So that blends out really nicely. That is a nice mauvey purple shade. It shows up well. All right, now I got a tighter blending brush. This is a prototype rougher brush. I know some of my brushes are like, girl, where have you been? You have just put us down, because I've literally been using the same brushes, and I've just been like cleaning them with the Sephora Daily Cleaner, which I like and don't like at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that. Yes. And I'm just gonna like stamp and blend and stamp this into the crease. Oh my goodness. This is so pigmented. I think that these might be some of the best mattes. Now I'm just gonna go in for like a little flat shader brush. This is by What's Up Beauty. And I'm gonna take Soul Sisters. Yes. Oh, so I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but there's two shades that's called Soul Sisters. We have Soul Sisters down here and Soul Sisters up here. So yeah, I'm not sure. But you know me, I love a good teal and purple and green and mint and plum moment. So you already know. It had to come with the drama for the last look. Oh, yes. Look at, and you can still see that purple. Come on, Ensley. Yes. I think these are really the best mattes that they've had. Now, I haven't tried like Cosmic Dreamer. I know my friend Jamie just picked that up on or Twisted Tea Party, but I got my Underland palette. The Underland, those mattes are bomb too. Ensley, they've had a year, honey. They've had some good little releases. Those little, what is it, 5 or 6 pan palettes are really cute. And I was gonna buy some of them, but I didn't. I was like, I could probably make a couple of these. I'm just gonna take a smaller blending brush and just kind of like help fuse these together. I was like, okay, let me chill. Both of them are really cute, so I will probably pick up some if it's a color story that really speaks to me. I think both of them have been really pretty, but I was like, let me chill. In my bones, this is before I knew they were sending me something. I did not know they were going to send me this, y'all. I was like, I feel like there's going to be another larger palette before the end of the year. This blend, honey, can't tell me nothing. Going back in with my original brush. Glitter glue. All right, so you already know I gotta go in Prismatic Glow. It's so pretty. Yep. Honey, do you see? You know I love me a good like gray, smoky duochrome. I even like really fiery duochromes, or like iridescent type ones, kind of like how the Lucid Shine is, or Radiant Soul, or something like this. This is, and then I'm gonna be careful not to tap too much in, because like I said, I don't want to lose that shine. But now I'm just gonna kind of go in with my brush and just tune up those areas. And I'm gonna bring this shade in just a tiny bit, but we need to play with another shade. Here's Bestie right here. And I'm gonna take that, and it's just a regular, it's a regular shimmer. It has a little glitter to it. Just gonna pop that in the inner corner. I'm just gonna kind of merge it in with the other shade. And it actually complements the other shade really nicely. Do we love? Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this eye, put the lashes on, touch up my makeup. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so I am back, and here is the third and final look, and I just think it came out gorgeous. And ooh, that multi-chrome, this holochrome, Ensley has done it again. What is that? That is the Prismatic Glow. So gorgeous, just a beautiful, beautiful shade. And then just popping in with Besties in the inner corner to kind of finish out the look. Went ahead and used the same lashes, and for the waterline, I went ahead and took my ColourPop pencil in the shade Outer Space, which is kind of like a teal liner, and I've been kind of preferring it a little bit over the black, just kind of give a little depth and dimension. Of course, everything else on the face is the same. So let's go ahead and talk about the palette. Like, this is gorgeous. And ironically, as I was sitting here filming, because the palette, the sneak peek happened, I want to say about 2 days ago, I got a notification. They sent this through UPS, and I didn't know what I was getting when I first saw the notification. So the sneak peek happened, but the palette, you can see it on Instagram. It has been revealed. So I do now actually have a price for you. So the price of the palette is going to be $75, which is like around the same price point of Ensley Lane palettes. Do I think this is a wonderful palette? Absolutely, yes. Was I going to pick it up if they did not send it to me? Absolutely. Remember, I'm giving this has been gifted to me. I don't have any obligation to post. I've been loving Ensley Lane. You guys know I have been featuring them in so many of my videos and the best of videos, but I really do love this palette. It is coming out on the 29th, which is going to be Black Friday. And so I don't have a discount code, but there are plenty codes out there, and hopefully there'll be a little extra perk since it's Black Friday. But if you're looking for like a beautiful, warm, cool tone, spicy, grungy palette, this is it. Like, it's gorgeous. I feel like these are some of the best mattes that I've worked with Ensley Lane. Like, the Underland palette was really gorgeous too, as far as those mattes. Those mattes work really well too, but it's so good. So I love that you can get so many different color stories out of this. You can go cool tone, you can go more subdued because you have your standard shimmers right here, but they have a lot of high intensity. I know I haven't used anything. You have so many options. That's what makes it nice, even at this price point, because you're going to get so many versatile looks. Like, so first of all, we can just do neutral if you just look at the top row. And then you kind of have like your grays right in here, okay? And then you have your mauves. And you can work that in with your grays and your deeper purple right here. And you have this teal. Then we have more mustardy and more muted and more grungy over here. We also have the browns. So there's so many color combinations you can look, because like this is like a nice little quad right here. This could be a quad. This right in here, here. I see so many different looks, so many different color combinations. Like there's so many shadows I didn't even use. Didn't use his. Head in the Sky. That looks like something I would fool with heavy. MJ, which is actually her best friend, who the palette is named after, which is like now information I have because it's been shown on Instagram. And she put in the description. So MJ. And then what else? Then we also have this beautiful gold endless light. Let's see, I did use Glimmer in Time. That was really beautiful. Definitely something you can wear during the holidays. I would say the same thing with Besties, and then the same thing with Lucid Science. So I feel like for the price point and something that costs this much, that has a beautiful quality, you want something that you could be able to get a lot of use out of, where you're not like, oh my God, am I going to be able to use this? But I feel like this is one of the palettes by Ensley. Like, you could definitely say, like, I will use this a lot. Now, it's probably kind of reminding me of a couple things. You know, my favorite one is Cold Moon. Harvest Moon was my first palette that I purchased, but that Cold Moon, it came through and stole my heart. It still steals the show. And I just feel that these could be like really nice companion palettes together, you know? It just seems like this one's thicker actually than, I knew it felt a little different. Yeah. It seems like this one is actually thicker. So if you want to see, okay, y'all know me holding two things. So this is the new one up at top, and then this is, what's the name, down at the bottom. So you can definitely see the two are thick. This is thicker. Okay, let me get this together because y'all know I will drop some stuff. Okay, so I feel like you can kind of use this as a companion palette, or it's kind of something that's close and you're like, okay, I'm wondering about the color story. Is it like too repeating? Definitely don't think it is. This is definitely more cool tone, mauve, gray, brown situation around here. Definitely more earthy, grays, mauves, smoky, cool, and warm. So I definitely feel like you can kind of dip into both and have some really great looks. Then another palette I pulled out that's very earthy in terms of the Ensley Rain Arsenal. Yeah, the light in your eyes palette is heavy. It's a big boy. So I got Groovy Garden here. So this one is definitely more burgundy. You have more greens. You got more mauves. The shimmers are definitely more green in tone because we are talking about it's a Groovy Garden. But I felt like we should compare it. And let's see. Here we go. So I feel like they can both use it as a companion palette. You're definitely going to get a few more matte options if you wanted to kind of play in these browns, but you got it with the browns. You got two really good browns right here. And then this is deep and this deep. So you got a lot of things that you can build your look around and a lot of transition shades. So, but definitely I just kind of wanted to compare the two. You do have a little bit of similarity, but not so much. This palette is definitely more here than warm, and you're definitely having like more minty green moments over here, and you got your peachy moments, and then you have your one mustard, and these are like definitely more grungy greens, and then you just kind of have like that overlap with that one burgundy shade. So this is just so gorgeous, and I am just loved. Now the blushes, and the blush is really nice. I feel like the price point is really nice. It's $9. It does work on my skin complexion, and I feel like it's a really beautiful blush. This is something I would reach into on a normal basis. Now, if you're a little bit deeper, if you're deep dark, I don't think that this is going to be for you, but definitely if you're fairer from me, then you can definitely share it out. If you're a little bit deeper than me, I feel like this is going to work for you as well. You can kind of work it across multiple skin tones. I didn't have any problem with like the pigmentation showing up, so I think it plays really nice for a universal blush to go with the looks, and I think it came out gorgeous. Now the lippy is actually pretty opaque. It still feels really comfortable. I did kind of touch it up, but I went in the kitchen and like ate a brownie bite. So yeah. But it's really beautiful, really comfortable. So this is something I would gravitate to. I think with the brown liner, it really works. I could also put this on with like a mauve liner and kind of change the effect of it. So I really do like that it's pigmented. And you can kind of like work it with like multiple looks in the palette. I do think it's like a little warm in some regards for some of the shades, but it's a good like one shade with the collection. I think is very much appropriate. And I just like how simple it is. It's like nice and cute, nice and compact. I think the whole collection is going to sell for around $100 and something. Not quite sure, but I will leave that information as it kind of comes out down below. But I'm going to work hard to get this out for you right away because I'm so excited. I'm a psycho, and I'm like, yes. Yes, I got to get this up for you guys. But the highlighter is gorgeous. Like, yes, this is not a highlighter I will wear all the time, but like as I talked about my Kaleidos highlighter, you know, this is a fun highlighter. Like if I'm going out to a holiday party or just out, I don't mind putting things like this on. Like, I honestly don't. Because as you see, I have that Kaleidos highlighter, and I have a couple other highlighters. Like, they're really bright. Like that Fire Opal one from House Labs is really like bold and intense. So I think it's a really beautiful formula. It's going to look nice on a lot of different skin complexions. And it just kind of how it depends on if you take a brush, like I feel like you're going to get that more spackled look as far as glitter. But if you take your finger and just kind of smooth it, I think you'll get a more like seamless look as I do here. So I prefer that look with the finger versus just kind of like popping it everywhere. I think you just get more glitter specks because when I look in the viewfinder, I definitely see like that shine and that glow versus just random sparks of glitter. Also, depends on how you take your finger because you have so many different shades in here. You'll kind of just pull out different shades in the highlighter. Like I definitely see like the purple and some blues. So it's a really gorgeous highlighter. Now the price point, I think, not quite sure of this one. So yes, it may be worth it. It may not. You just gotta have to make that decision. But I feel like once again, like yes, the quality is there, the matte combinations are there. I just feel like you can get so much use out of this particular palette. Like we have the Underland, that was the last release, well, the last major palette release. Now this is Underland. So Underland is bright, bold, and in charge. And I did achieve like some more calm down, muted looks with this palette. And I do have a video up with that. And I also have Instagram reel / short of a look with the red featuring the palette because I didn't get a chance to work with it in the video. And then I have a more muted look that I created here with in my last palette rotation. I want to say it's palette rotation. It's the last one. I'm going to call it down below. But obviously, this is going to scare a lot of people. So if you've been wanting to try Ensley Rain and you just kind of want something a little bit more neutral, and maybe Groovy Garden was just a little bit too earthy for you and still like, this is too many green shimmers, and then Cool Tone, and then Cold Moon was just like too cool. Even though those mattes, they work very well on my warm skin complexion. I feel like this is just such a happy medium for their arsenal, which is giving up a straight up like neutral palette that a lot of people would like to have in their collection. So yeah, I think they really knocked it out the park with this. So thank you so much for sending this over, and let me know if you're going to pick it up. Let me know what your favorite look is. I really love this look right here. I loved all of them. The gray, that was a moment too with my nice little multi-chrome, but yes, this is so good. So let me know which look you like down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be soon. And subscribe to my channel because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. With that being said, you already know what time it is. It's time for the chair dance, chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, chair dance. Chair. All right, y'all. Bye.